Let me out. Here's the body of Whalen wire.
You got it. That wheel off the ground yet?
Nope, not yet.
Standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona.
Now that is cool. Wow. Just think what God could have done if he hadn't. So I came home to investigate. Found this. And so we had to go to a midnight auto store. It's open until midnight. To get a carry bearing for this thing. Fun here at Whalen Wire's Old Iron. Joe, do appreciate you.
Who can drive a 63-year-old car across the United States and up the eastern seaboard and do a power tour on the way back and drive this old car 9,000 miles? Who can drive a 63-year-old car 9,000 miles and have it be in better shape when it gets home than it was before it left? Whalen Wire can do it. That's who. Yeah.
You know, I'm not a mechanic, and I'm not a car builder. I'm just an old redneck having a good time banging around on this rusty old iron. So buckle up and hang on. Let's see what's going to happen next around here.
We're gonna shoot over and pick up old Whalen Wire over there. He does some cool stuff.
Hey, welcome to Rat Rodding. My name's Whalen Wire, and don't ever do what we do here on this channel. Hello, fellers and fellerettes. Cheers, and welcome to the special Route 66 edition of Whalen Wire's Old Iron. You know, I was so busy on this trip having fun that I didn't run the camera all that much. But I got some stuff to make a special Route 66 edition of Whalen Wire's Old Iron. This old car, man, what a car. That old 327 just hums along, you know, it loves to run. Robo Frank agreed that old 327 just loves to run about 70, 80 miles an hour. It just likes it, you know, and so that's what we did. In some states, you have an opportunity to do that. Hello, Joshua. He caught a squirrel and 2 mice while I was gone. Guess I'll keep him around. Should have done more, though. Anyway. Yeah, you know, some maintenance along the way. And a 63-year-old car, you're going to do maintenance. And a lot of stuff I got done, little things that, you know, that I wouldn't get done when it's here at home. Just little things like, for 20 years, since I restored it, you had to reach over to unlock the passenger door with the little lock, the little knob, you know, and because the key wasn't hooked up, the link wasn't hooked up so you could open with the key. Well, when I was in Michigan for 4 days, I had nothing, before power tour, I had nothing else to do. So I ripped the panel off of that thing, got in there and hooked it up, got that working, got the dash lights working. Little things that when it's home, I just think I don't have time to do that. No, I got other things going on. So this car gets more maintenance when I'm out on the road than it does when it's sitting here in my shop. And huge thank you to Tony, Whalen Wire. He had Jimmy Hoffa, went on power tour with Jimmy Hoffa, and that tool bed, and that thing crammed full, boy. I mean, he had everything that we needed, and I had my trunk loaded down. The only thing he didn't have was an air compressor, and I had one. And it turns out it's pretty good, that little Eaton Wolf compressor that I did a promo on my channel. I highly recommend it. It's good little unit. So anyway, I keep looking over here. I know you can't see. I'm looking at the car, and Joshua's crawled in the window. He's giving it a CAT scan right now as we speak. So, yeah, I did some maintenance along the way. I'll tell you all about that in the video. Why we did some things we did, and some of the troubles that caused us, and how we remedied all that. But it was a good time, you know. 9,000 miles on a 63-year-old car. So, yeah, it gets more maintenance when I'm out on the road than it does sitting right here in my shop where I've got all my tools. But, yeah, Tony had that old tool bed loaded down. He had everything you could imagine. And, you know, big shout out, huge thank you to Tony and Frank for helping me out with this old car. You know, it's just so much more fun when you got a buddy. You know, I did a lot of crawling around the dirt underneath there, you know, and but But you know, it's nice to have somebody hand you tools, and then they did some maintenance on it too when I wasn't even around. Yeah, good trip. Car guys, you know, that's what car guys do. You just help each other out. It's all fun.
Oh, sure, it's all fun and games till somebody loses an eye, and then it's just fun.
So, we'll get into this and see what I got. I don't even know what I got. I don't even know what I'm going to put together, but I'm going to make a little video and try and get that cranked out tonight. Probably wee hours in the morning, but thank you so much to the YouTube subscribers that came out to say hi, and some of them brought me gifts, man, you know, just went above and beyond. And I'm so sorry to you guys that I didn't get to see, you know, just the way it worked out. I had, in Tulsa, I was going to wait for everybody. I was going to stay the whole day and catch up with everybody that had missed the previous days, the prior events. And Newbie, I wanted to catch up with Newbie and visit with him some more. And I didn't get to do that because I had an issue with axle bearing on this car, and I had to get to a shop and get that fixed. So I only had, the guy was leaving at 3 o'clock, and I had to go to the event and cut out there and get this thing taken care of. But anyway, that's the story down the road. So I apologize that I didn't get to see everybody, but I loved meeting people. One guy came up to me, and I was sitting there in my chair under the little tent, you know, and he reached out to shake my hand, and I stood up to shake. He said, "You don't have to get up." And I said, "No, that's how I was raised, man. You stand up, look a man in the eye, and shake his hand. You know, that's what you do." So anyway, he says, "You don't know me, but I feel like you're an old friend." And I said, "Well, I guess I am." You know, and that makes me feel good that people feel that way. And I feel that way about them too when I meet them. So, car people, good people. Hey, let's get into it. See what's going on down on Route 66. Man, I got my kicks on Route 66. Yes, sir. I got a whole bunch of them.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it. That's what's wrong with it.
And look who snuck into the back seat while I was loading up my car. The night I left, didn't even notice her till come daylight the next morning.
Where I said, "Don't look, Ethel!" It was too late. She had done been incensed.
Oh, there's a whole lot of nothing out here in South Dakota. I'm trying to get to Sioux Falls. That's on the east end of South Dakota. About 150 miles to go, and it's already 7:45 here. But I feel pretty good. I think I'll make it. That'll be 800 miles today. That's a pretty good day. I had an alert on my phone a little bit ago that said my route may be affected by severe thunderstorms. I don't know if you can tell, but way in the distance below those white clouds, it's kind of dark in a few places. I love it. Let her rip. Bring it on. Now that is cool. Wow. That's awesome. Hey Tony, how's it going? Look at here. Go look at the camera now.
Yeah, look at that. That's a high quality hat there.
Style it down.
Well, I made it to the baling wire compound, and look who we have here. He's talking about taking this on power tour. And his wife wants to take that new Dodge Ram over there. I don't know. We'll see. 1,000 miles in this old thing. I don't know. It's not real comfy. It's not bad, but it is a 3/4 ton old truck, you know. So, but it's cool though. Cool door panels and visors, and the seats are awesome. And Jimmy's getting some upgrades. You know, Tony got that whole front end for me off of that white horse hauler with all the fenders and a real nice hood and pristine grill and the whole deal. And he's putting some big old West Coast mirrors on there. Anyway, good to see old Jimmy. What a good old truck, man. And I have no doubt this thing can do just fine. I trust this truck to go on power tour. It'd have no problem going on a 1,000-mile journey. That's a good old motor in this thing. And the further they got into the journey, the better they both did. You know, as time went on and old Jimmy Hoffa, Kelly started to enjoy it more and more. And yeah, they all got along just great. Old Jimmy's a good old boy. And Kelly paid her dues. She rode in that thing for 1,000 miles. So now she has earned her trip to Niagara Falls this fall on there for their 25th wedding anniversary. And I'm trying to convince her that she should ride Jimmy Hoffa all the way to Niagara Falls, but I don't think that's going to happen. There's the V12, the 702.
Just chilling. Yeah, might as well fire this thing
Copper
up.
wire over here. It's going to fire things up. Man, that thing sounds good.
Might run pretty good in that old rack.
Oh yeah, that sounds really good. She's got it plumbed and watered and the whole deal. You can let it sit there and run, and good deal.
Set.
Yeah.
Got all the necessary.
Oh, that's
needs.
pretty nice too. Yeah. Big kill switch down there. Got the tachometer. Is it all hooked up?
Yeah, everything.
Wow.
works.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, that's a good setup. I like it. I need to build one. I really do.
You like our homemade tunnel rim?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot of space.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this is the tanker. It was a tanker. It had all different kinds of fuel. Stove oil and diesel and gas and kerosene and who knows, white gas, whatever. But this is going on the back of Tony's rat rod in there. This is perfect. What we got here?
I think that was some kind of dial. You see this trip chain?
Yeah.
See how it trips? It
Yeah.
turns. I think that they turned that a certain way, and that would tell them how much they're feeding. See how it trips every time?
Yeah.
So I'm not real sure.
Joliet, Illinois.
Yeah, Joliet, Illinois. We'll be there in a couple
Wow,
weeks.
that's where we're going. So that's where this thing was made.
Yep.
Boy, that bodywork is that's
Oh, it's something else,
perfect.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's just perfect for the back of that rat rod. So then, what are you going? How many of these tanks you going to use?
Well, I think I'm going to use
The
3.
big one, or
Yeah, I'm going to use the
a
big
couple?
one.
Yeah.
And I don't know. But I took one of them to see how I cut that hole.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to have a tray that slides out, and to have chairs or whatever else you want in there. But I'm thinking I'm going to have this one,
Yes. Yeah.
This right here actually goes right inside one of these grooves.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at these caps from the top.
I know. I like those.
Yeah. And this is the rail.
You got them all. You got the caps.
Yeah, I got this is actually the bottom. These are the bottoms of the tank, and that's the top.
Right, right.
And then this is the rail that goes on top. It goes all the way across.
Yep.
And I'm going to cut it down and shorten all this up. But I think I'm going to use just 3 of them.
I like it.
Yeah, I do too. The back of this thing I think is beautiful.
Yeah.
There's more of it, yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect for the rat rod. We got some more GMCs here.
Yes, we got more GMCs. That's I'm going to shorten that up, and that's going to go on one side, and this is the other side right here. And this is the toolbox that goes on the side. I'm going to narrow it up. And these where he could haul a drum.
Yeah, barrels.
Yeah, they set up, but I think I'm going to put a false floor in them, and then put my pumps and compressors for my airbags under it.
Yeah. This wind's going to be brutal on the camera. It's not going to sound good.
I think we need to do this car thing with my phone.
What was it we were talking about calling this? Warren came up with the name. Was it Longmire or Waymore? Waymore, wasn't it? Waylong.
Waylong.
Right. Waylong. He's talking about possibly putting that V12 in this, right?
Yes.
Is that what you're thinking?
Waylong's gonna have to become.
Yeah, you're going to do it kind of like Bob did?
Yes.
Yeah.
Extend the front.
Yeah.
I want to extend the front.
Yeah.
And I've got a 60s Chevy over there, and I think I'm actually going to use that frame.
Yeah. Okay.
That frame's got a lot of new parts.
This is what I was talking about.
Yeah.
If I could get, so I want to put those on the Dirty Dozen. I want to get 4 of them and put 6 plus 6.
Yep.
We'll see.
You know, that might be a good candidate for some 3D printed type stuff because you can't find these anymore.
Oh, he knows where there's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah,
I saw them. I saw them in the video.
Oh yeah, that.
As a matter of fact, I've got an oil pan gasket for a 702 that I'm holding hostage.
Yes, he does.
I bet that's hard to come by.
$75 for a pan gasket. Well, this is a pretty neat piece here too.
That's been parts. That's parts for my rat rod.
Yeah.
It's been a bit of a donor.
Well, look at that big transmission. That's what my little 32 had in it. Something like that. Big, there's a whopper in it.
When we get in the shop, I need to show you the transmission that's on my lathe.
Enclosed drive shaft. Well, I saw the transmission out of I saw the gear vendors.
Yes, so now you know what a gear vendor looks like.
Yeah.
And have you gotta see what this truck. Only reason this thing is still kicking around down here.
This is the gold truck.
Yeah, this is my next project.
All right.
Just a little 305 in there.
Is that 305?
Yeah, 305E.
Okay. Same
Yeah.
thing as Jimmy.
Yeah, so that's what's gonna be. That's gonna be my next project once the Camaro gets
Does
finished.
this thing run, or do we know?
Well, it's been sitting with about 5 gallons of mystery concoction in it, hoping to free it up just in case it didn't.
Okay. But you don't know if it ever running, or?
I mean, hell, this thing probably sat for
No, when
who
we
knows
got it,
how long.
it was sitting in the field.
Yeah.
See, I had one like this, and it had a 401 in it.
Oh, really?
401 Magnum.
Really?
Big valves and big ports.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Baylor getting ready to do some body work. We're noticing this hood setting up a little high. She's riding up here on this fender, and you've got a delicate little tool you're going to
Yes, I
use on
do.
that? All right.
This
How
is
about
this is what I call the green weenie.
Oh, that'll do it. Oh, my. Oh, that's probably plenty. Oh, my. That's probably more than plenty.
Oh, look at that. It's even set down a lot better.
Well, it's
Right there.
yeah. I think you took it down far enough here. Maybe right there.
All right, let's give it another look.
Another fine adjustment.
Oh, I can see it.
See
right
it?
here.
Yeah. Oh, do it. There's some fine body work.
Look at that, it almost shuts on its own now.
That's a fine body line right
Look at
there.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, nice even
that's
crack.
right. I mean, that's no more than a paint stick.
That's right.
Look at the craftsmanship on that.
Yeah, buddy. Sorry, I didn't mean to get in your camera. Yeah. Huh.
Oh, Hoffa.
We can take, hey,
Yes?
look at this. You need to take your latch down now.
Yeah, you do.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You need to take it down the center now. Well, after I left St. Joe, Missouri, I went on down into Springfield, Missouri, and stopped and had lunch with some friends of mine there, and then I moseyed on down into Mountain View, Arkansas. I visited with my nephew and niece down there, and the next morning as I was heading on out, I stopped in to see old Brown, and oh, it's not good. Poor old Brown, he's in real bad health. His health is not good at all, and he was supposed to go the very next morning to go in and I think get some stents put in, and then the doctor talked him out of it. He said that he could do it, but he was afraid that if he did, that he would have a stroke. So I don't know. He gave him some kind of odds, and Brown weighed it out and decided against it. So yeah, he's just not doing good. His health is not good at all, and it's hard to see him live like he does, and I don't know. He's got a half brother in Tri-Cities, Washington here that he would like to go and get some kind of living arrangements near him, but he has no way. He can't see to drive, and has no way to get there. He doesn't have the means to get there. And I was telling a friend of mine, I said, well, maybe this fall, maybe I'll just have to go back and get him and take him out there. But you know, my heart's bigger than my wallet sometimes. But anyway, you know, Brown's a survivor. He don't he don't sit around and have a pity party. You know, it just is what it is. He just barely gets enough to get by on. And but hey, if you guys wanted to send him a card and say hi, I know some of you have made contact with him before, and if you just wanted to holler at him and send him a hello, and he'd get a kick out of it. You know, he knows he's a YouTube star, so he'd be happy to hear from you. I'll put his address down in the description here if you want to send him something and just say, hey, Brown. So yeah, from there on, I'm headed on out, and I went down to Charleston, South Carolina, to visit with Noah, who's stationed down there. He's going to nuclear power school in Charleston. So we had a good visit, spent the weekend with him. That was a real good time. Well, here we are in South Carolina, and I'm coming up on Charleston. I'm about 30 minutes out, and I'm going to be seeing Noah later this evening. It's real pretty around here, real nice and green. A little too flat for me, but I like the greenery. And there's too many people back on this end of the United States. You know, out west, you can kind of get away from people. You can get out there on the highway and sometimes not see a car for miles, you know. But boy, that ain't way on the East Coast. There's people everywhere. So anyway, it's good to be here. Feels good driving this old car 3,000 miles across the USA. I'll catch you soon, right here on Wet and Wire's Old Iron. It's like Christmas. Noah has hair. Yeah, set it down, man. See what's in there. There you go.
Oh, coffee.
Yeah. Care package, man.
Thanks, guys. Oh, sweet.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Nice. Okay, the story behind the picture with the magazine is that I guess there's a place in the magazine where they talk about the reach of this magazine, where it's seen all around the world, and how it gets there. So Noah's mom wanted to submit a little story to Motor Trend and talk about how her father-in-law drove his 1963 Chevy Impala all the way across the United States from Washington State to Charleston, South Carolina, to deliver this Motor Trend magazine to Noah. And she thought that would make a pretty good story and that he might be interested in. So anyway, that would be pretty cool if they pick it up. So that's the story behind the Motor Trend magazine in the picture here. Well, Noah brought me down to, oh, cool hat, Noah.
Oh, thank you, yeah.
That's classy, man.
Like it?
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Noah brought me downtown Charleston, and it's pretty awesome. It's just, it has a feel to it. It's so steeped in history. The young kids would say it has a vibe. So I love all the architecture. Drive by buildings and some churches established in 1731 or something like that. The town was established in 1670. It's crazy the history that's here. I'm really enjoying it. And there's a storm coming in, so it's kind of breezy. These trees are awesome. Awesome place. Fun to be with Noah. We're having a good time. Well, after I left Charleston, South Carolina, I went on up to North Carolina and to visit with the Mr. Heavy Chevy family and to change my oil in that old car. It had 3,000 miles on it, a little over. It was time to do it. Well, I'm riding with the famous Mr. Heavy Chevy here, and he's kind of taking me around, and they're doing some work. They've been doing work on this place. This is the Hendricks Motorsports headquarters, and man, what a complex this is. It's huge. He just took me back and showed me where they practice doing their pit stops and stuff. And I think we're going to go take a look at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. So, having a good time here in North Carolina today. Charlotte, North Carolina. Here at the Heavy Chevy compound, and getting ready to change the dirty oil in this old thing. It's got over 3,000 miles on it. Well, oh, I forgot about the antennae. Thank you. Going up.
Buy this and he wouldn't say
Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah.
Oh, he knows how to have fun.
Boys and their toys. Well, after swapping out the oil in the old Impala there at Mr. Heavy Chevy's, we all went out to dinner that night and had a good visit. And next morning, I struck out for Waynesville, Ohio. I wanted to meet up with some folks that I met on Power Tour there last year, and you don't want to miss that, so stay tuned. Well, here we are at the Peace and Grease World Headquarters, and boy, it is beautiful. And let me just show you all a couple things. Here's Dick Banjo. Y'all seen him when we was on Power Tour last year. I told Tim a while ago when I saw this truck, I said, that's my man right there. My brother from another mother. Brother from another. And then he was showing me this one. This was on a 01 Chevy 2-ton.
Like a 5-lug, 10-lug. Those trucks are weird. Heavy duty, I think they call them.
Mm. Yeah, and he's done some good rat rodding on this. Built the steps and got his fuel tank and stuff in there, and
yep,
storage. And
I'll finish the last 10%. Takes
nice.
90% of the time.
Yeah, that's right. And he's got these international fenders on here to make it wide enough. Fire it up one more time. See if it'll start.
This thing will sit around for long periods of time.
That's what I'm talking about.
Old Trusty.
Oh yeah, Trusty Rusty.
So this would be like a marketplace truck.
Yeah.
When you scroll and you find something you don't need,
yeah,
you back up to the garage and winch it on, and
yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
Yep.
Local, buy stuff here and there.
Yeah.
Take it to shows.
Absolutely.
We got another 40 Chevy, so.
And we got Sammy's little Dick Banjo.
Yeah, they built that for us for our car show as a tribute.
Oh, somebody built that for you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
as
awesome.
a raffle.
Yeah.
Richard Fiddle, and
well,
we raffled it off, and the guy who won it gave it back to me.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready to build a garage here. Addition, Dick Banjo garage.
All right.
So we're going to close this, and
you can't build a shop big enough.
yeah.
I don't care how big you build
If I
it.
built one
You'll
right-
fill it up.
If I built one right now, it'd already be full.
Yeah, good stuff, man. So the dual engine, have you guys got a name for that yet?
I don't know.
Come on.
Double trouble.
Double trouble, yeah.
Twin Miller. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then we were all gung-ho for Power Tour, and then we decided not to go, and I kind of, it runs. They both run and everything.
See, this is what I should put. This is what everybody thinks I'm going to put it on the back of the Dirty Dozen.
Yeah.
Right there. And that would work. That would be okay, but that's not my vision.
Everybody wants to buy that thing.
Yeah, I bet. So I guess I missed the video. I guess if you announced it on a video that you weren't going.
Yeah.
I don't know if did you say something?
Well, what? No, I don't know.
I didn't. If you did, I missed it, and I kept watching. I'm going, man, he better get on the stick if he's going to Power Tour. You know,
ran out of money more than time. With everything else.
Well, ain't that the way it goes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ready to build drive shafts and finish up stuff.
That's
We got the
wonderful.
steering done in it and stuff. That was the main hurdle.
Fantastic, man. Yeah, I've watched this all the way. So I had a good visit with Tim and Jen there. Like I said, we met them on Power Tour last year, and they're just nice folks and had a real nice place for me to stay there. They welcomed me into their Airbnb, and that was really nice. And so if you're not familiar with their channel, go check them out. That's Peace and Grease on YouTube. They do some pretty cool stuff. We went downtown and to a little cruise in, walked around, saw some cool cars, and went out to dinner. And then the next morning I headed out way before they woke up. I went all the way to Grand Rapids, Michigan to visit with my daughter and her family. And then the next time you're going to see me through the magic of television, I'll be in Wayne, Michigan, just outside of Detroit. Well, I had to stop in here at Hobby Lobby, pick up some quick hold, some glue, because it's a 4,000 mile journey. Old Bernice done blowed her hair off. It's almost come unglued, so we're gonna have to work on that a little bit. Don't you worry, Bernice. Don't you worry nothing. We're gonna fix you right up. Well, I'm popping the door panel off of this door. This is thing is this latch, this lock doesn't work. You have to, with the key, you have to go around the other side and unlock it and reach over and unlock this one for somebody to get in. And you know, this is the kind of thing at home that I just say, I'll do it later. I just don't have time right now. Don't have time right now. Well, now here on the road like this, I got a couple days downtime. I got nothing else to do but maintain my old Chevy. Ain't that cool? Well, at this point, I found myself digging a little deeper into the old Impala. I took the seat out to make it easier to get underneath there, under the dash, and get the dash lights working. So got that taken care of. All right, we are at the Robo Frank headquarters here in Detroit, Michigan. And we are doing a little maintenance on the old Impala. She's so loaded down in the trunk because I brought everything except my lift. And I got a floor jack, and I got an extra battery, and I got a battery charger, and jump box, and air compressor, and on and on and on. I've been over that, I think, already, and all the supplies, and I still got my suitcase and 5 gallons of gas, whatever Frank's taking. And this thing's squatting, man. So we're gonna look at building some shock extensions, maybe, or trying to find some helper springs to throw in there. And I see them leaking a little oil up there. I gotta try and find out where that's coming from. And Frank's picking up the front end now. We're gonna get this thing up in the air and get in there and do a little maintenance before we hit the road. Because it ain't smoking, it ain't burning any oil, but it's losing a little bit, so I'll check it out. Stay tuned. Well, it's 10:40 on Saturday night, and we went up to a little cruise inn, and Frank was driving, and he noticed that there was a little vibration when he'd take off at a light. And I hadn't noticed it, but I'm glad he did. So I came home to investigate. Found this. And so we had to go to a midnight auto store. It's open till midnight. And get a carry bearing for this thing. And it's 10:40 right now at night, and we're supposed to get up at 5 and leave in the morning to go to Joliet, Illinois get registered for the power tour. Frank just reminded me that you remember now, we live for this. Yeah, that's it. We're doing it. Well, here we are, Joliet, Illinois. Robo Frank and I are driving around the prison looking for a place to break in.
I guess go and see which cell my grandfather was in.
Yeah, I get some really cool guard towers. It's all around every corner, huh? It's really neat.
There's an old gate that they sealed up, it looks like.
Yeah.
You can get around it here.
Oh, yeah.
Why not?
Oh, cool.
Tiers upstairs too.
Not much room.
What do you say, 6 by 10?
Yeah,
My guess.
about 6 by 10. Wow.
Well, since it was still in operation in 2002, explains the modern jail cell toilets in here.
Yeah.
Every school should have a field trip here.
Boy, sure has deteriorated since 2002, hasn't it?
Let me out!
He finally got his due.
Let me out!
Now he's where he belongs. I'll have power tour in peace now.
Yeah, you think so, huh? I'm gonna haunt you.
Said he fixed that fender.
He did, so the hood closed. The return of Jimmy Hoffa. Jimmy Hoffa has been found. All right, day 2, Hot Rod Power Tour 2026. We are in Rantoul, Illinois. May get a little rain today, but I don't care. Anyway, we have an issue with the Impala. I've lost air shocks. They're not holding air, and it's so loaded down with tools in the back that it's squatting in the rear end. It's sagging like a loaded diaper. So Tony's got tools, I got tools, we got floor jacks, we got a bunch of stuff. So got some new air shocks yesterday. We're getting ready to jack this thing up and rip into it like a monkey on a cupcake. Y'all have a good day. We sure are. 6 o'clock in the morning. Nobody else is awake, and we're tearing into it. Well, here we are. We're in the heat of the battle. We got this thing up on its all fours. Well, no, we just got the hind end jacked up, but had an air shock leak, and it was really sagging. So here we are. We're in the thick of it. Got them both. I just got crawled off from under there. Got them both ripped off, and we're gonna bench test them here on the ground, and we'll bench test them without a bench and see if it's the fittings that are leaking, which I expect it probably is, not the shock themselves. I just put them on right after I got back from Power Tour last fall, and then it sat all winter. So yeah, anyway, having some fun here at Weight and Wire's Old Iron. Sure do appreciate you. Now this is what a redneck looks like on Power Tour.
Well, here's the body of Whalen Wire trapped underneath my new car.
Wrap his cold dead fingers.
That's right. Just before he passed, I put a pen in his hand, and I made him scribble his name on what he didn't know was the title. So my next mission is to go get a razor blade and scrap all this crap off the windshield here. I'll leave the Power Tour sticker on there, and I'll complete the rest of the Power Tour in honor of Whalen Wire. So anyways, to his adoring fans out there, he's okay. In fact, he's doing what he loves most. He's underneath the car working on it. So
yeah, buddy,
putting air shocks in. So
yeah, buddy,
if you only knew what we went through to get these air shocks.
That's a story for another time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a big flat screwdriver.
Flat screwdriver?
All right, that's good enough, thank you.
Okay. Had no ring on here, so I'm gonna take one off. 'Cause I don't think we.
Well, better check the other shock and make sure the O-ring's in it.
Well, I just put the O-ring. There's only one O-ring in here.
I don't know why there would be two in there.
So we need to take one off.
That could be causing a problem,
Got
huh?
a spare.
You think
that? Lose it.
You think that's causing a problem?
Could be.
Having two of them in there? I don't know why it would, but.
I wouldn't think it would.
Oh, you know what? Maybe there's supposed to be two, and the other one's leaking because there's not two.
Okay, well, we'll go to one on both. And
Just always the pessimist, huh?
yeah.
Weight and Wire pessimist. That's what I'm known for.
Let's hope the 2 will work, because you only have 3.
Yeah. Well, and there's none in the other kit.
Yeah, we could probably make one of them work.
Rob one out of the new shock if we have to.
Different size though.
Oh.
The internal.
Well, you know, Harbor Freight sells O-rings.
Yeah.
Little bitty ones.
They're from the better part of China too.
They are, yeah. Chinesium O-rings.
All right.
Oh, having fun now. Jump back. Whoo! Okay, just let me interject here. What's going on is we put those spacers on top of those shocks. We made some about 1.5 inches long and bolted them up in there. The shocks have a flat bar on top of 2 bolts that holds it in. The new shocks have an eye on each end, and that eye's not coming out without a press. But we didn't really want to use those anyway, because the more air you put in them, the harder the ride is. Well, these good AC Delcos that I got in there, those good Delco shocks that I got in there, you can air them up all the way and give you your lift, but then they still have a regular shock absorber on top that functions as a shock absorber. So they're really good. But what happened, we put those spacers in and it changed the geometry of the shock travel a little bit, and wound up, it wore a hole in the side. You know, we discovered after I put them back in about the 3rd time, it wasn't the fittings. It wore a hole in the side of the shock on the mount that holds the panhard bar to the frame, or to the axle. That's where it was rubbing. So we went and found a little mom and pop muffler shop, and they welded it up for us, and took about an hour, and finally got it, and wouldn't take any money. You know, that's just the kind of people we run into. They're just always ready to help out somebody that's on the road. But that's what happened. But we got it figured out, and I clearanced that mount, so no more issues with the shock rubbing. Hey, here we are at Hodge Podge Dodge Garage headquarters with Mr. Zane here. He's got a good YouTube channel, and we just stopped along Route 66 to check out some of his projects. All right, let's take a look. On our way down Route 66, we stopped off to visit Hodge Podge Dodge Garage. That's a YouTube friend of mine. Check out his channel. He doesn't get to make a lot of videos, but when he does, they're good ones. So we got to stop off and look at his stuff. He's one of us. Okay, here we go. We're going to do the
Take 2.
the musical rumble strip in Springfield, Missouri, here on Route 66. You got to get over that way just a little more. Okay, what you're looking at is the inside of a shop down in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Well, Broken Arrow, actually. It's a neighboring shop of another guy that I'm going to tell you about. So Friday morning, the last day of the event, I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So I got up real early, as per my usual. I got up early and was out in the parking lot, crawling around under that old Chevy, just kind of checking things over, looking at underneath, you know, because that's what I do when I'm out on the road with that old car. And I noticed some liquid on the right rear tire on the inside, and I give it a little swipe of it on my finger, and I take a sniff of it, and I could tell right away it's hind end grease. It's 90 weight. So, this ain't good. We got a wheel bearing going out, something going on, you know. So, upon further investigation, we determined, yes, that wheel bearing was shot. It was clicking as you drive around the parking lot, making noise. And we hadn't been taking it too easy. We probably should take it easy because we might slide that axle right out of there. Anyway, we go to start looking for a bearing. Got to O'Reilly's, and they sent us up to the big hub store. Got up there, and I don't know exactly where that was. Somewhere in Tulsa, I guess. Anyway, I got the bearings, and I asked the guy behind the counter, I said, hey, is there a machine shop open today where we could get this pressed on? Because a lot of places seemed like they were closing early. Well, we talked to one guy, no, he was cutting out at 11 o'clock, and so this guy gets on the phone, and he asked the fellow on the other end of the phone, are you busy? And the guy said, yeah, I've got to dyno a car today. And he said, well, I've got a couple guys here from Hot Rod Power Tour. And the guy no sooner said that, he said, send them over. They can use my shop. I'm busy, but anything I can help them guys out with, the Power Tour, I'm all about it. Send them over. They can use my tools, my shop, and I'll help them however I can. So he hangs up, and the guy tells me, said this guy goes by the name of Hollywood. Well, that didn't mean anything to me at the moment. But then we got figured out that Hollywood was on Daddy Dave's team on Street Outlaws out of Oklahoma City. And this guy is, the car that he happened to be dynoing today was Daddy Dave's car. We got over to his shop, and we just missed Daddy Dave, but his car was on the dyno, and this guy is a class act. Jason Wheeler is his name. And he didn't use any of his status from that show, you know, to build his business. It's all on reputation. Good guy. And he helped us. He loaned us a slide hammer to get that axle out of there. It was stuck pretty good. We tried flipping the brake drum over and tried to drive it out of there and couldn't get it. So wound up pulling that axle finally. Got the old bearing off. Got the old bearing cut off, the new bearing pressed on. And got it all done and cleaned up a little bit, you know, and I walked up toward the guy, and I had some $100 bills in one hand, and I had a Whalen Wire hat in the other hand. And he saw me coming, and Jason said, don't put your money away, don't want nothing to do with it, don't want your money, don't want any of that. But he said, but I'll take a hat though, and he snagged that hat out of my hand. And he was happy about that. So, what a good guy, man. And that's how it's been for us. There's another story I'll tell you about that shock that was leaking in the mom and pop muffler shop that fixed that, but I don't have time to tell it in this video. I'll tell you that story another time, but wonderful people. And they wouldn't take any money either. Took them an hour to weld up that hole in that shock, and still wouldn't take any money. So, we sure met some fine people along the way, and they're willing to help out. And, you know, just car people. Anyway, so that's who helped us get back on the road and get the axle back in that thing. And we went to the event. We were going to go to the event and pull it there. And
What you up to, Waylon?
well, I'm trying to get this thing jacked up with the old bumper jack so I can yank the axles out of it and put a wheel bearing on. Press a wheel, get a wheel bearing pressed on. So, but, you know, ain't nothing but a thing. We're just 2,000 miles from home. Got to replace a couple of axle bearings. And
well, we live for this stuff.
We live for this stuff, and one of the guys from Daddy Dave's pit crew is going to loan us his press. He's too busy dying on the car, but he said we can come and use his stuff.
Awesome.
That's pretty cool, huh? Is that wheel off the ground yet?
Nope, not yet.
I'm getting scared.
Yeah.
I used to do
Well,
this on the gravel road on the hillside.
I've been scared since the day I met you. So
Yeah, I used to do this in the gravel on the
Yeah.
hillside and crawl underneath it without any jack stand.
yeah, he told me you used to walk to
You know,
school uphill both ways too.
I had a brother, but he didn't live long. He stabbed himself with a fork trying to learn how to eat. This is how I'm going to go out.
Yeah.
Widowmaker.
I think you're running out of jack. We're gonna need some blocks. You
Off
got
the ground yet?
I don't think so.
I'm getting scared.
Yeah.
How much we got to go?
You're real close right
Tire hasn't moved at all yet, so but keep going. Ah, it's starting to move. Take it all the way up. At least your jack looks straight. You're off the ground. Try giving it a kick, see if it'll spin.
It ain't gonna spin. It's in...
Well, if it'll move, that way you know you're off the ground.
Nope. It ain't off the ground.
Yeah, it started to.
That's all I got right there.
That's all she wrote. That might be enough to get the wheel off.
Yeah, I think it'll come off.
Okay.
Well, what are you up to, Waylon?
Well, I'm getting ready to pull axle out of this thing and go get a bearing pressed on it.
Oh, not good. Just
doing what we love to do.
Just doing what we love to do.
This is what we live for, ain't it?
That's right. This is what we live for.
2,000 miles from home, broke down. Oh, what are we going to do?
What are we going to do?
Well, we're going to fix it.
That's right. But the good thing is we made it. We're here. We're in Tulsa. We made the whole trip.
I've already been 6,000 or 5,000 miles. Get this fixed, I'll be ready to do another 10,000.
That's right. Now you got another 2,000 miles to get home.
Yeah. Did you guys have this jacked up at the hotel the other day?
Wasn't having any luck getting that axle out, so we wound up leaving the event early, and that's why I didn't get to meet you guys, because we had to cut out of there, or some of you guys I didn't get to see, because we had to cut out of there and get over to Jason's shop and get that wheel bearing, because he was leaving at 3 o'clock to go to a wedding. So we didn't want to hold him up. We had to get it done. Anyway, got her done. Next morning, we headed out.
Here's Waylon Wire standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona, behind a girl, my lord, and a flatbed Ford. And her name is Bernice.
Waylon Wire here at the Grand Canyon in my old 1963 Impala. Ah, look at that. Just think what God could have done if he had money. Wow. After I posted that on Instagram, there's a guy commented, he said, God didn't need money, he did what he wanted, and when he... come on, guys, it was a joke. Well, from the Grand Canyon, we moseyed on over to the Zion National Park. And I'll tell you what, that place is something else. I'd never even heard of it until a friend started talking about it last fall. And actually, I enjoyed it probably more than the Grand Canyon. I mean, not to take away from the Grand Canyon, it's awesome. But this Zion Park is like, it's like being on a different planet, man. I mean, it's something else. I'm going to go back, put it that way. I got to take a little more time, do some hiking in there. You can pull off the road and hike and go trails, and they don't charge you to park. And, you know, it's just a neat place. I'll show you some pictures of it, but it don't do it justice. I guarantee, if you get a chance, go there. Zion National Park. Wow.
Well, I thought there was another piece of footage driving through that Zion Park, but I'm not finding it right now. And I guess that's enough anyway. But we left Gallup, New Mexico that morning, drove way out to Flagstaff, and then headed up to the Grand Canyon. I mean, out of the way, if we'd wanted to take a straight shot home, we could have, but we didn't want to do that. We wanted to go to the Grand Canyon and design, and so the way we wound up going, we drove all the way to Twin Falls, Idaho, and spent the night there. We put down 900 miles that day, so that was a pretty good day. Needless to say, we were a little rummy when we got to the motel, and pulled up in front of the motel and turned the thing off, and it wouldn't start back up. Battery's dead. So we're just, so tired, we're giggling and laughing, and I got out and I jump started it with a screwdriver, so Frank could move the car out of the way. And we just didn't even worry about it. He just grabbed another battery, which we had in the trunk, and a battery charger, and headed up to the room. So we figured, well, we'll charge the battery tonight, and we'll figure it out tomorrow. All it was a loose belt. We put on a brand new alternator belt in Tulsa, and it just didn't get quite tight enough or loosened up a little. Nothing, no big deal, but it was kind of funny how tired we were at that motel that night. And then the last little bit of footage you'll see is just a whole lot of dirty windshield. And we were coming down out of the Blue Mountains, coming down into Pendleton, Oregon. And, from that it wasn't too long a drive home. But what a trip. Oh, man, it was wonderful. I'd do it again. I'd do it again in a heartbeat. I'd do it tomorrow if I could afford it. Okay, we pulled into the motel. What time is it? It's about
after 1 o'clock.
It's 1:30 in the morning. We drove from Gallup, New Mexico to Twin Falls, Idaho. Stopped in front of the motel and the car wouldn't start. It's got a brand new battery and a brand new alternator. I had to get out and jump the starter with a screwdriver. And I don't know what's going on, but I'm glad I brought all this stuff. but don't break that either. Me too. Oh.
Go down and get the spare transmission.
Yeah, bring the transmission up. We'll overhaul it tonight. Put it back in the morning.
We'll do it in here so we can drain it.
Yeah. I walked out the next morning, leaving the motel. I walked down the hall carrying a car battery in one hand, my suitcase in the other. Frank said the only thing would have been better if I'd had the battery in one hand and Bernice in the other with the cables run over from the battery to Bernice. Oh, man. Yeah, we had a pretty good time.
fellers and fellerettes, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to watch my silly little old video. Joshua, did the CAT scan come out okay? He's not talking. He's looking away. He won't look at me. He's mad at me because I sprayed some flea and tick spray on him. He's been out in the wild catching squirrels, as my granddaughter says, squirrels. So anyway, we'll see you next time, right back here on Weather Wire's Old Iron. Oh, I sure do appreciate you.